So we have a breastplate guard thing that is described in Exodus 28:16, and it says that it's one span by one span, and it's a rectangle that's folded in half so that it's a square. So I'm assuming that this thing, the area of this thing, is two spans on top, so another span on top by one span on the side. Um, all right. Well, let's just straight up attack this problem and see how we can do this. I think I'm going to convert everything into inches. And the reason being is because yards is easily converted into inches, and spans apparently is 9 inches, so it's easily converted into inches. And I'm given that the spool of material, because when you buy a material, you buy it by the not spool, but you buy it by the yard, but the ream that you use is only 44 inches. Now, I apologize for those of you who actually know what they're talking about when it comes to buying yardage of fabric, and so I probably used all kinds of horrible verbiage on that one. But anyway, let's see. The area of this thing right here is length times width. And that is, let's see, that is simply one span by two spans. So essentially I'll have two spans squared, which is funny because I'm not getting very lucky with, over here with the Noah's Ark I had 40,000 cubic cubits, and over here I have two squared spans. All right, well, whatever. This is the area of this piece of fabric that they needed to use. Now, what is a span squared in terms of like inches squared, which is a unit we're used to? So I have a span squared, and I know that one span is 9 inches. And I need to do that twice. The reason for that is because when I have the 2 up here, that makes that inches squared, and that makes that span squared, and then that span squared will cancel out with that span squared. And then my units in the end will be, well, let's see, I don't know why I wrote an 8. Actually, I can tell you exactly why I was thinking 8, but give me a second. My units will be inches squared. The reason why I was thinking 8 is because that 2 will also distribute to this 9, and then it would become 81. 81 times 2, that would be 162. I think that's right. 81 times 2, 162. Yep. 162 inches squared. So I'm dealing with 162 inches here. And let's see, I'm almost curious to know as far as if I were to make this thing, I'm wondering, one span is 9 inches tall. Now, I gave you a spool of thing that's 44 inches tall. So I'm thinking, honestly, that you can get away with this. I realize that this is only a square that is 9 inches by 9 inches. Which kind of makes sense because the priest isn't wearing a dress. This priest is wearing a little square that's in front of on his chest. So, like that's his Superman symbol. It's not going to be incredibly big here. So 44 inches will cover it. In fact, to be honest with you, I think you can buy 9 inches of this fabric because you're going to get a piece that's 9 inches by 44 inches tall, and that is definitely more than enough fabric. In fact, you only need like 18 inches of that. Okay. Let's see, how would I best approach this problem? Because I'm realizing I might have given you a difficult problem. I'm going to probably change the problem and ask you something like, what is the area in terms of the inches squared? Yeah, let's just go with that, because I think that it would be a little convoluted to say, well, I can pay $22.32 and then I can make a couple of these. You can make exactly divided by 18. You make 2.5 up here, and then you would only need something that's 9 inches, so you don't need the whole piece. So you need 9 inches, but for the price, you end up getting let's see, $22.32 dollars per yard, and you know that 1 yard is equal to 3 feet, and 1 foot is equal to 12 inches. So let's see, 22.32 divided by 3 divided by, did I put a 12 there? There should have been 12 there. Divided by 12. 0.2 or 62. So you're paying 62 cents per inch, and you need 9 of these. So you're paying $5.58 to make 2.5 of these. So let's see. Let's divide that by. All right. So let's see. You paying $5.58 for 9 inches. $5.58. 58 cents for 9 inches worth. But 9 inches will get you, let's see, 44 divided by 18. It will get you that many, 2.44. So $5.58 divided by 2.44. Technically, this piece would only cost $2.29. Yeah, all right, we'll go with that. But anyway, I think that the answer that I'm going to ask you to write down is 162 inches squared. I apologize for writing this in a very complicated way.